Some Forbes recently, Vincent.
Well, since he escaped from prison? No, but feel free to search the place. We're selling up, as you can see. His lawyer's been dealing with it for months.
You must have turned a tidy profit to agree to part with this place.
And well, like I said, you want to speak to his lawyer, Jenna Bryce. She's on speed dial.
Look, I'll cut to the chase. We think that Forbes is looking for the man who turned him in for the murder of Todd Stringer.
Yeah, you were in the frame for that, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
That must have really wound you up. I mean, you finally got him to swallow your profit share scheme, and then you got to disappear.
He was offering me a 20-80 split when I was doing about 90% of the work.
We're going to need a list of the people who were working here at the time of the murder. So tell me about this beef between Jason and Todd.
I told him I thought he was skimming off the top. 2 days later, Todd's dead and Jason's in the cells.
We were wondering, how did you know when it was safe to come out of hiding?
Lonnie Forbes got a message to my family. He'd worked out it was someone else.
How do you know it was legit?
Well, Jason wouldn't have involved Lonnie if anything was going to happen to Vincent. He kept her out of stuff like that. That's how you knew, right?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your names.
So what do you make of him?
It's exactly as I expected. Slick, greedy. Doesn't like people knowing his business. It does make sense, though. If Lonnie contacted him and told him that it was safe for him to come out of hiding, Vince would have known it was on the level. I don't know, I still don't trust him.
I agree. We'll keep watching him.
Oh, you took your time.
Did I? So where is she?
In the pawn shop.
Hold on. She must have passed 10 of those on the way to get here. Why that one?
I don't know.
Ah, here she comes. Listen, you follow her, right? I'll go inside and I'll talk to the guy.
Hey, don't you take less than a fiver for that watch.
Hello, mate.
All right.
Yeah, DS Turner, Sun Hill. That woman who just left, what did she want?
Oh, you know, the usual. Long life, happiness.
Right. Listen, have I got waste my time written across my forehead? What did she want?
Well, pony stuff, wasn't she? I mean, what do you think?
Okay, what kind of stuff? I want to see the tickets, too.
My old granddad used to be a bobby.
Yeah?
Yeah, proper one. He used to say please. And thank you.
Yeah, well, we phased that out. Right about the time they brought in the crackheads with Uzis.
Yeah, manners don't cost.
How much you give for this?
£5 grand all in.
What's your name?
Oz Reed.
Okay, Oz Reed. I might be back.
Yeah, ring ahead, I'll put the kettle on.
Gov, we've got a result from Blackford. We've got 6 names off the governor, the ones Leary spent most time with, and all in for drugs convictions.
6. Can only be discounted.
2 of them are still inside when Todd Stringer was killed. The rest are possibles, but none of them match the names on Vincent Hammond's list.
Right, I'll run them past then. It's a tall order because we haven't got time on our side.
I'll brief uniform.
I take it you didn't see Jason and Lonnie Forbes holding hands at Waterloo Station?
Sorry, go on. We do have some news, though.
Yeah, so Lonnie, she drove off to see this pawnbroker, Oz Reed, right? So on the way, she parked up a car, took a cab the rest of the journey.
I followed her back home, exactly the reverse.
So she suspects she's been watched. What about this pawnbroker business?
Well, she took him over £5 grand's worth of jewellery.
Cash to skip the country with, we're guessing. Anyway, uniform are watching the house, and we're going to check out Oz Reed.
Right, keep me posted.
Go.
Let me talk to Lonnie. Jason might have told her a name when he found out Vincent was in the clear.
There's no point, Zane. She's been loyal to him for 15 years and she's getting ready to go on the run with him.
If you tell her that Jason is out there with a gun looking to hurt this guy, she'll do anything she can to stop him, believe me. Look, our junkie's already blabbed once. Jason isn't going to want the police on his tail when he's getting ready to settle his final score. But Lonnie doesn't know any of that.
Now, we believe that Forbes is looking for one of these men. We need your help to find out which one.
I think you're taking a
Look, I
liberty.
can appreciate you trying to protect your client, but Mrs. Forbes is a witness. We could have taken her down the station.
Jim Dunnett, Charlie Marsh, Damien Powell, Douglas Franks. Do you know any of them? Have you heard of any of them?
No.
Listen. You know your husband better than anyone.
Well, I should certainly hope so.
She's answered your question, Detective.
And she's been very helpful. As I said before, you know your husband better than anyone.
And?
And you know what he's capable of. This junkie we're looking for was paid to call the police. That call brought Jason his life sentence. So what do you think's going to happen when he catches up with him? We also suspect he's armed.
How do you know Jason isn't halfway to Calais by
Because
now?
I know him too.
You know him?
I spend a little time with him at Hayes End.
What did you say your name was again?
DC Nadir.
Former Detective Constable Zain Nadir is helping us with our inquiries.
You shared a ruddy cell with him.
This is totally unacceptable, Lonnie.
Just wait a
Stop
minute.
talking.
Look, we're trying to prevent another murder here.
Lonnie, I shared a cell with Jason. I know he told you everything, didn't he? Jason told you to get the message to Vincent Hammond when he found out he wasn't involved, didn't he? But did he give you another name? Lonnie, please, that's all we're asking for is a name. You know, don't you?
Lonnie, you do not need to say anything.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 5-5. Dispatch uniform to pick up Damien Powell. He's been identified as the man who informed on Jason Forbes.
30 from 543. We're outside Damien Powell's room now, Sarge.
Damien. Damien, it's the police.
Open the door, Damien. Damien?
Sierra Oscar from 795, ambulance message.
Damien, can you hear me?
Ambulance required at number 30, Stearman Road, flat 15. Man with suspected head injuries.
He's dead.
Right. Looking for anything that connects this lad to Forbes' club.
Certainly looks as though he's still using.
You all right? Are we ever going to get this guy, Sarge?
Well, bringing Zain Nadir back to CID certainly didn't help this bloke, did it?
You're going to get this out of your system. We've got an escape con on the run here, and this is murder number 1 of a possible 2. I need you on the ball.
Is there a CAD number on that one that you want me to go to?
Sarge?
5 minutes alone with Zane help?
Damien, Jason formed his club.
With an all-star cast.
Sarge.
Nice work, Rich.
Sarge.
Damien Powell worked at Forbes Club. It sounds like Vincent Hammond's been a bit economical with the truth. Get the picture over here and I'll have Zain look at it.
Well, what do you know? Our pawnbroker, Oz Reed, also known as Oscar Reed, he's done time, got out 5 years ago. Do you want to have a guess what for? Forgery. Specifically,
Passports.
bingo.
Lonnie, Vincent, Jenna, Damien Powell all together.
Do we know who these two are?
No, we're going to have to cross-reference their IDs, but what's interesting is that Lonnie Forbes is in a photo with the man who put Jason Forbes behind bars.
That's a coincidence.
It's a line of inquiry.
Lonnie Forbes did not pay someone to tip off CID about her husband.
You don't know
It
that.
doesn't make any damn sense, Neil. Vincent is the one that we should focus on. I don't trust him. And he lied about Damien working at the club. Does she really strike you as the sort of person that could mastermind some sort of grand scheme to put her husband behind bars?
Maybe she had someone helping her.
Another man? Not without Jason finding out, no way.
I agree with Zain. We'll keep her under surveillance, but for the time being we'll shift the focus back to Vincent.
Detective, you promised me you was going to ring first. I haven't got anything in.
I think he was hilarious, didn't I? So, Mr. Reed, you had a visit from Lonnie Forbes today. We'd like to see the CCTV of that exchange, please.
That machine don't work.
Right. Well, this gives us the right to search your premises. So this is the bit where you take us out the back, you show us the tapes that we want to see, or we do you for obstruction.
Hang on a second, let's just rewind this tape, yeah? Go back, go back. Here she is entering the shop. Going up to the counter. Oh, whoa, whoa, what happened there? Rewind again.
That machine's been playing up since I got it. I reckon I had one like that on the Ark.
Don't try it on, you paused it. You knew what she was coming in for, and you didn't want it recorded.
Sounds like a lot of supposition.